The day after Dr. Hulen arrived to my area, I drove over to meet with him. I found him sitting at a table with two retired Mexican women who seemed to be hanging on his every word. He motioned for me to come over. I got some coffee and started to sit in the chair beside him. He stopped me and asked me to sit in the chair one more away from him, but across from the two ladies. "Tell these ladies what you do," he said to me. Well, I told them about my books, movie appearance, how I try to help people find happiness. "Tell them how you handle problems," he said. In the past, I used to try to solve problems, whether my own or someone else's. Today, I let them be, but clean the memories that caused them. As I do, they get resolved, and I'm okay as they get resolved. Joseph, can you give them an example? My sister frustrates me, I confessed. She's been on welfare, had her home broken into, had her identity stolen, and more. She's not happy, and it frustrates me. I've tried to help by sending her money, books, movies, and even the DVD player to play the movies. She doesn't make any effort to change. But now I don't try to change her. "What do you do now?" one of the ladies asked. "I work on me," I said. Now I understand that the life she has isn't anything she is doing. It's a program or memory that is being played, and she's caught in its web. It's like she caught a virus. It isn't her fault at all. And because I sense it, because I feel her pain, it means I share the same program. I have to clean. As I clean, the program will come off her too. "What do you do to clean?" one of the ladies asked. "All I do is say, 'I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you,' over and over again." Dr. Hulen explained that in the simple phrase, "I love you," are three elements that can transform anything. He said they are gratitude, reverence, and transmutation. I went on to explain what I thought was happening. The phrases I say are like the magic words that open the combination lock to the universe. When I recite the phrases, which come out like a poem, I am opening myself to the divine cleaning me and erasing all the programs preventing me from being here now. Dr. Hulen said he liked how I described the Ho'oponopono method of clearing. Saying someone caught a virus is accurate, he said. It's a program that is in the world and we catch it. When someone has it and you notice it, then you have it too. The idea is to take 100% responsibility. When you clean you clean the program from everyone. He paused and then added, but there are a lot of programs. They are like weeds on zero. To get at zero limits, we have more cleaning to do than you could ever imagine. The ladies seemed to understand, which surprised me. We were talking about mind-bending concepts, yet they seemed to relate to them. I couldn't help but wonder if they were simply tuning in to Dr. Hulen's vibe, much like a tuning fork sets a tone for everything around it that can feel its note. Dr. Hulen and I went for a walk. It was a half-mile stroll in the cool morning air on a dusty gravel road. Along the way, deer walked around us. At one point, we came across a group of dogs barking their heads off at us. We kept talking and walking. Suddenly, Dr. Hulen waved his hand at them as if to bless them and said, "We love you." The dogs stopped barking. "All any of us want is to be loved," he said. "You, me, even the dogs." One small dog in the back of the others gave out a slight peep. I couldn't stop thinking he was saying, "Right on," or maybe, "Thank you," or even, "I love you too." Our conversations were always stimulating. At one point, Dr. Hulen blew my head off by explaining that the only choice in life is to clean or not. You're either coming from memory or inspiration, he explained. That's it. I replied, I've always told people that they have two choices, to come from inspiration or not. That's free will. The divine sends a message and you act on it or not. If you do, all is well. If you don't, you may have problems. Your choice is to clean or not clean, he said. If you are clear, then when inspiration comes, you just act. You don't think about it. If you think about it, then you are comparing the inspiration to something, and what you are comparing it to is a memory. Clean the memory, and you don't have choice. You just have inspiration, and you act on it without thinking. It just is. Woo! That insight truly shook me. I felt bad that I'd been writing and speaking about choice being free will, and now I learned that free will means you are still stuck in memory. When you are at the zero state and there are zero limits, you don't do anything but what is there for you to do. That's it. It's like we are in a grand symphony, Dr. Hulen explained. Each of us has an instrument to play. I have one too. Your readers have theirs. None are the same. In order for the concert to play and everyone to enjoy it, they need to play their part and not another's. We get into trouble when we don't pick up our instrument or we think someone has a better one. That's memory. I began to see that a concert has stagehands, promoters, cleanup crew. Everyone had a role. I also reflected on the different people I knew who seemed clueless to their own method of success. There's James Caan, the famous actor from The Godfather and the TV series Las Vegas. I've met him several times. His stardom is as much a mystery to him as it is to you or me. He's a brilliant actor, even legendary, but all he's doing is being himself. He's playing his part in the universe's script. The same could be said for me. Some people who meet me act like I'm some sort of guru. If they've seen me in the movie The Secret or read any of my books, especially The Attractor Factor, they think I'm plugged into God's hotline. Truth is, I'm just playing my instrument in the concert of life. When you play your role and I play my role, the world works. It's when you try to be me or I try to be you that problems arise. Who set up all these roles? I asked Dr. Hulen. Divinity, he said. Zero. When was it set up? Long before you and I ever showed up as even an amoeba. Does that mean there is no free will at all, that we're just stuck in our roles? You have total free will, he said. You are creating as you are breathing. But to live from zero, you must let go of all memories to be there. I have to admit I didn't fully understand all of this yet. But the part I did get was that it's my job to play my instrument. If I play mine, then I am a piece of the puzzle of life that found its slot. But if I try to fit into another area of the board, I won't fit, and the entire picture will be off. Your conscious mind will try to understand it all, Dr. Hulen clarified. But your conscious mind is only aware of 15 bits of information, while there are 15 billion bits happening all the time. Your conscious mind doesn't have a clue what's really happening. That wasn't very comforting, at least not to my conscious mind.